I drink wine.
Okay. Classy. All right, so I'm gonna wait. We live now. I'm gonna get some people a little time to come in.
Cool.
Before we start this. All right, yep. It's starting to come in. Bree, I see you. Y'all might want to come in a little bit more.
How's the vibe?
It was good. I haven't started recording just yet, but it was good before. Each had to come in a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Perfect, oh, yeah, it's my good side, too.
Yep. Everybody coming in. Everybody coming in.
Well, we definitely want to get you.
Good side. What's going on, Spesh? Spesh is a word. When I went to college and you cross Greek, and when they say Spesh, it's like somebody who's special to you and they helped you while you're online. So it's one of my specials on there. And
Spesh, what's up, brother?
Make sure. Oh,
Monique. That's my sister.
Yeah, Monique was looking for you. She came over here earlier.
Hey.
She came over here.
Family, everybody.
Yes.
What up, though?
Yes. So I'm so happy that everyone is joining in. I'm actually going to get started then. So we can let it record. Let me get my Uncle Mike voice on. All right, everybody. Again, welcome to Let's Talk About It. This is your favorite family member, Uncle Mike, and I am so excited to bring to you today's episode. I've been planning this for a little while now and been looking for my co-hosts and got some wonderful people that are definitely going to bring this topic to life. As I always say, we are going to talk and we're going to be as honest as possible. Be sure to, whenever you have something to say, whenever you have a comment or anything like that, go ahead and let me know. Or let us know, and we'll read them, and we'll as well as address those comments and statements and everything else. So today's topic is good girls get the rings while bad boys get all the love. Really crazy topic. Really crazy topic because once we go on further, I feel like I've been in both worlds. I feel like I've been the good boy as well as I've been the bad boy, or I've been the boy who has messed over a girl to go with the good girl. Sometimes people may say I'm in that situation right now, but we'll go into that a little bit later on. So to my right, your left probably is my homeboy Mo. I reached out to Mo. Me and Mo, we went to middle school, so we go back. Hutchins Middle School, and what's been a blue team? It was blue team and gold team, right?
Yes, sir.
Blue team. He was in Miss Carruthers' class.
329.
Yeah. I don't remember my classroom number.
231.
Miss Griffin?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, I was in Miss Griffin class 231. We go way back. Then we have to my left, your right. It is my beautiful cousin Aisha. She is definitely going to tell you what she thinks. She ain't gonna hold you back. She ain't gonna hold you back at all. Because I know for sure as well that she definitely can relate to this topic. Definitely can relate to this topic. So we're gonna go ahead.
I'm always the good girl.
Okay.
Today is about honesty.
Okay.
Your truth.
Okay. Since you went ahead and opened up there, I'm gonna open it up, and we're going to say, is there? And again, don't hesitate to jump in. Whenever you have a comment or a topic or a statement, go ahead and say it. So the first, I guess, question I'll ask is there a standard good girl, bad boy image? What is it? Just because you go to church that you're a good girl? Is it because maybe you're a virgin that you're a good girl? Or as far as bad boys, you got to be from Dexter to be a bad boy. What are the terms, or is there something that defines what is a good girl, or I guess a bad girl, or a good boy, or a bad boy?
I would say it's safe to say yes, it is a standard image.
That who created?
I think it's more or less just based on how society views particular things like a particular quality in a person.
Okay.
A particular quality usually is viewed in the same kind of light amongst most people.
Okay.
You feel me? Like, for example, if you see a young lady with glasses on and she's like wearing like a little basic ponytail or something, nothing special. She looks like a schoolgirl, like a good girl, like a smart person or something like that, right? A geek even, potentially.
Okay.
So with that being said, I think it's safe to say that for the most part, most people would view certain qualities as good or bad or whatever.
Okay. What you say?
I think it's that as well as the image you put out of yourself.
Right.
Yeah, so because I've been both.
Uh-huh.
I play roles.
Okay.
I play a good girl role in the minute.
Okay.
So I think it's more so the image you put out for yourself, and people gonna judge you, whoever you, however you carry yourself.
Yeah.
But you can most definitely influence how they judge.
Absolutely.
So,
and that's that behavior, your own behavior.
So with that being said, I had a conversation too with a couple of friends of mine before, and we talked about. I mean, and this ties into what is considered a good girl or a bad girl or whatever. So we got into like attire. Based on attire, as far as me, I feel like the way that you dress will be the way that you are approached.
Absolutely. Especially for a woman.
Yeah, so that's what I said.
Especially.
So one of my female friends who had, she was on the opposite side. She said, if I want to wear a short skirt because it makes me look good and it makes me feel good, doesn't mean that when you see me that you have to, whisper, hey girl, come here, let me talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm reaching at you because that's what you have on. Because what I have on what I have on does not, it shouldn't dictate how you treat me. That was also on an episode of Do the Right Thing on Netflix. I don't know if y'all seen that. And she had this black dress, and she wore the same black dress at 3 different occasions with 3 different guys. And each occasion, she got different results from it. So then with you saying that the way that you dress, you should be approached, how do you feel about that though?
I think that
because you fly.
Yeah, but I think that everybody has their own personal style, but I do think that the way you dress and carry yourself, that is how you will be approached.
Okay.
I think that weighs heavily into it. Not saying it is right, but it goes to the double standard thing. I think me and you to talk about that.
Yeah.
But it do go a lot to how you're going to be approached, or, but you do have that right to wear that short skirt and wear what you want to wear. But I mean, that's not really my thing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the dressing does have a lot to do with it. Absolutely.
I mean, naturally so, because like I said earlier, society tends to view certain things a certain way generally.
Mm-hmm.
So
it don't matter what you do.
And that's not even a double standard, because that goes for men too. Like, for example, I could, I'll go into the bank with my street clothes on sometimes, and I get approached a certain type of way.
Mm-hmm.
I've even had issues with banks before because I felt like I was getting profiled. Mm-hmm. But when I go in there suited and booted, it's no problem.
Yeah.
It's no problem at all.
Yeah.
You get a whole different approach, a whole different type of hello.
Mm-hmm.
How's business going today? Like, like concern, but based upon the image.
But if you go in there with what you have on now,
they might even everything might have to get approved by a manager. Because we don't know about you, Mr. Black Man with the fitted hat.
Right.
Slim with the tilted brim.
That's true.
So like I said, I agree with that. But my friend, she had a whole. She was like, no. I don't care. Yes, that's what society says, and yes, that's what people think. But no, it's not right. And
it's
not right.
It's definitely not right.
It's not right, but it happens.
But very much so.
So again, I before I ask you guys, would you say that you feel like you've been, you can play both roles. You've been the good girl, you've been the bad girl. So my next question was, what do you consider yourself, or do different people bring out the different side? Because one of my philosophies is that different women bring out different things in men.
Yes.
So based on what you see, based on how you think that I want to view you, is how you can make yourself appear to me.
Yeah. But not, yes, that's very true, but not in my case. See, in my case, in my younger years, it was the thrill. I'm the bad girl because I want to have fun.
Okay.
I want to get a thrill. We're going to live this life and be wild and do what we want to do. But now, as I've come into womanhood and the woman I am today, no.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But it wasn't more so it was what I wanted to do. I've always been that. I'm going to do what I want to do.
Okay.
So you going to see me the way that I want you to see me.
Okay.
So,
but it takes a minute to get there.
Yeah.
It takes a minute to get there.
It takes a minute to get there, but I have to say, I have to be honest, I've been low.
Okay. And I have something to say too, regarding something you said. What you think?
I definitely feel like.
So my question for you is, what role do you fit in? Or, well, Mo was married, but what role before? You know, you got with your wife. Did you say that you would say you fit in? Were you the good guy?
Definitely was.
Okay. Okay. Well, elaborate, brother.
Ah, man. I'm scared to even dig into Well, prior to my wife, I never had a relationship before.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So, young, wild, and free.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. And it was a lot of females that felt like I was being a bad guy because of how things turned out. You know, not because of whatever transpired. Simply because I wasn't conforming to what they wanted me to conform to. You know, they was like, okay, I'm feeling this. I'm trying to let's go and do it now. I wasn't trying to hear that at all.
So do you think, and I got your question, so do you think that because you said that you were considered a bad guy until you got your wife, so do you think that your wife falls in this category of, you know, well, as far as not your wife, do you fall in the category where this nigga want nothing before he got with his wife, then he get with this girl who is perceived to be a good girl, now he wants to change, or he wants to be the good guy? Do you think you fell in that?
Definitely.
Okay.
Like without a doubt.
Okay.
But from my experience and being in it, it's better anyway. Okay. So I'm getting more out of life in my current situation than I was just kind of being wild. Okay. You know.
Do you think that change is a maturity thing though? Like.
It most definitely is, because it was a transitional period for me throughout all of this.
Right.
For sure. Like I was kind of fighting with the situation. Like, I'm looking myself in the mirror and I'm not recognizing myself. Right. Wait a minute. Yeah. You know, I'm not feeling like myself. Yeah. And then I'm a rebellious type of person. So whenever I feel like I'm being caged in, it's time to ride. Let's flip the table over.
I realized I got some for real commitment issues.
So I had to. It was a transitional period for me to even be in a position to be able to appreciate it, because I really.
Come on, Mom, do the right thing. Now you gotta go home.
Right. Want me to continue?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Okay. So my rebuttal for your comment thing, and I forgot it because you was talking about being the good girl when you were younger. I forgot what I wanted to say. But so I'll move on until I remember it. One of my next questions is, have you experienced the other side? So have you been, for you each, have you been like the girl who held this guy down, he ran you through, and then all of a sudden you look up and then he married, and then like some of the attributes that you wanted him to have, or that you seen that he could have, he had with this other woman?
Yeah, he's not necessarily married, but it was kind of like, hold on, I wanted you to do that. You didn't do that when we was together. But it was just we both was young. I think we all know what I'm talking about. The daddy. So, we were young though. So I don't hold them to that. But at the time, it was like, wait a minute, I wanted you to do that, you can do that. And then you go, hurting it. So yeah, I've been there. But I gave him hell too. So.
Okay.
Just to be honest here.
Okay.
You know, can I say something about that?
Yeah.
From my experience, whenever I dealt with a female and that's how she felt, because I was doing that, I was really learning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was a process. Like, okay, well, she wasn't having that. Okay, so she really kind of got low on me. Let me see if I apply that over here. Maybe I can hold on a little longer. It might work a little better.
But you be learning those lessons at the cost of somebody's feelings.
Absolutely.
And that's the hurtful part.
Yeah.
Like you learning these lessons on what you should be doing in your relationship and how you should treat this special guy. Because I've been that girl that the man that could have changed my life got away because I didn't know what to do. And that's just being honest.
Okay.
And even just looking back, even on the situation with the daddy, I didn't know. Like we was young kids trying to have a family.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. And I learned all of these lessons about controlling myself and being a woman and being that nurturing, supportive woman at the expense of your feelings. So now I even had to tell the daddy recently, I'm sorry. Like I was a child trying to be a woman.
Yeah.
And I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
So and I would say that I think anybody who knows my first name know that that's my soulmate, but we ain't meant to be. And I'm okay with that now. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that now.
It reminds me of what is her name? She sang Lions and Tigers and Bears. Jasmine Sullivan. But the quote that just came out of my mind, I'm a real big words person and songs person, is just because I love you and you love me, it doesn't mean that we're meant to be. Yeah, that we're meant to be.
That's another episode. Might be some of the hoes. That one had a hold on me that was real.
Yeah.
But we was learning. We were kids.
Yeah.
But back to the good girl.
Yeah, back to the good girl.
I played that role.
Okay.
And I mean, it didn't get me anywhere.
So what? But
ultimately, you have to be who you are. You can play this good girl role, but all that bad stuff gonna creep out on you.
But what good girl role did you play?
Oh, I'm innocent. I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna be on time. I'm not gonna talk smart. I ain't gonna cuss your ass under the table how I want to. I'm gonna go over here and eat your mama dry spaghetti when you know I don't want to. Yeah, you gotta play that. Yeah, I've done that. That didn't get me anywhere because I wasn't happy. Then it was just like I was just playing role. But when you that free spirited, independent woman, you come off as the bad girl anyway. When that's not even the case, I get that now. Okay. And I'm definitely not that girl I was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Definitely not. So. I mean, I think it's all through learning and your life experiences and the maturity thing, but
So you saying you conformed and you felt like trash?
Caged in.
Had to rebel.
Had to. It's only gonna be for so long for the
table
before it jump out.
For real, man. I can relate to that feeling.
Okay.
I know that I've been through that feeling before in my life.
So okay.
I definitely feel like you gotta be who you are.
Or
at least mature to a level where you can now appreciate this, or you could conform and you don't feel good again, like because you didn't find like a happy medium or whatever you call it, doing that, then it's like, okay, but if you don't go through that transitional period,
you're gonna get somebody help all along.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real
the whole
bad.
way.
And it's not healthy for you. Or you want to say what Marche said?
Marche said something that was very vital. Both are just roles that turned into a perception of woman because you can be good and bad, period. But learning when to be that girl is the key. Absolutely, Marche.
So learning when to be that girl, but I
think you got to be honest in who you are.
Yeah.
And know who you are. That's where I'm at now in life. Like I know who I am as a woman. I know what I'm gonna deal with. I know how I'm gonna behave.
Yeah.
But that was just something that I had to get to on my own. But when you go through that same transitional period, not only are you learning relationships, you learning who you are and what your needs and wants are as a man and mine as a woman.
Yeah.
So totally.
So I especially before I got with my girlfriend now, I don't want to say that I was out there, but I was single. I was single, and I was doing what a single man does. And I talked about this in the episode before, where on one of my podcast shows, it was where I had like the all man panel and a girl that I used to mess with. And I said this before, so I mean, if I'm again repeating, it's because it ties into this. But anyways, so we did that podcast, and I think the name of that podcast was Where I Want to Be. And this girl who, again, we had some history with. I had some history with her, and we went through some stuff. I'm not dismissing what we went through, but this girl was sending subliminals on Facebook and Instagram. I'm like, I know this. I know you're talking about me. I know that you're talking about me. So me being the person I am, I've never wanted to have I never wanted anybody to have a bad taste of me in their mouth. And that's something that I'm working with now because, right. That's something I'm working with now because I realize that everyone is not going to think of me how I want everyone to perceive me. So that's a struggle that I go with now. But like she dogged me, and she dogged me and was like, you lying, and
what's her name?
You lying, and you don't what you saying you don't necessarily live by, and you bamboozle me just because you go to church.
That
just
was
because
her experience of you guys.
Absolutely, and that's what I try to tell her.
Stop taking those experiences.
Yeah.
That was your experience. That doesn't mean that's everybody else's experience.
And so
sorry
again,
you feel that way.
Right. So yeah, that took me back as far as the good guy and the bad guy with this topic, because to her it don't matter what I do, I'll always be looked at as the bad guy to her.
Yeah.
I will always be looked at as the bad guy and someone who just wants shit.
Sound like she got abandonment issues anyway.
Because who can ever say my name? I want you to call me.
That sounds like a whole nother problem.
Yeah.
You're not a part of it.
Yeah. So we worked that out.
Under the rug.
Yeah, we can sweep that up under the rug. So with, again, the good girl gets the ring. How do you feel? How do you feel when, again, I asked before, like when you see that? No, let's change it to the men. As far as the bad boy persona, I said bad boy gets all the love. I have a homeboy who now he's a good guy, but this boy was a dog. A dog calls. This was him. This.
Not just one, but
all. Like this was him. And I found myself. I was talking to another one of my good friends, my fraternity brothers, Rock, and I was talking to him, and I was like, "Yeah, man, he be out here. He be doing this. He be doing that." And Rock was like, "But are you jealous of that? What does he have that you feel like you are not getting?" And again, I've never been the type to not get girls, or that's never been a problem. But to be out here, as wild as I guess my mind could perceive, I've never done that. And I've seen guys who, again, they just get them. Why is it that? Why do y'all think that happens? Why is that so attractive?
Because they live in their best life.
Well, it's that thrill.
Is it their best life?
That's that thrill.
At a young age?
Yeah.
Yes, that is.
That's their best life.
They is turned.
Okay.
She is turned.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm trying.
That's what I'm talking about. In my younger years, that's that thrill. You want to have fun. You want to. Yeah, it's the thrill. Because that's a maturity thing. Once you come through that stage, it's those are stages. That's not where you want to be.
Yeah.
You can think back to some stuff we did in our early 20s. It's whoa, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
So that's the thrill. And just the way it was a phase for her to be attracted to that bad guy. It was a phase for him because now he's not that guy, is he?
No, he's not that guy.
It was all a phase. I think we all went through that phase. I think a lot of us just came through it at different times.
Yeah.
Big facts.
Yeah, we all came through it at different times.
Hashtag big facts.
So again, because I've always been looked at like the straight and narrow, like Mo, when I was growing up, my cousin, she'd tell you this, like I was always like they wouldn't let me smoke, like they won't let me drink, each won't let nobody talk about me. Like like they're like, Mike, you got
good cuz.
Yeah, you and
Mike was the gold.
Yeah, you know, like you don't want to
always there. We can't disagree. I'm like, you made it, Mike.
So again, I've always been looked at as like the again like the golden child. Not anything that like I boast or brag about. Just what happens. So again, like what you guys are saying, the thrill. Yes, that thrill, and it was exciting to me because I didn't know that side. You know, I didn't know that side, so I looked at it and was like, damn, you know, is something wrong? You know, why?
Did you feel like you was missing something?
I did.
But now
that's mainly what it was.
Now you know you wasn't.
Yeah.
Right.
I felt like that I was missing something. I felt like that I wasn't living my best life.
But now you see it was a phase, and then it phase to a whole lot of times that you know them two. We just our family. We'll say something guys in our family. You never had those.
Right.
So you know it was a phase. You're like, damn, they having fun. But now look.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What you got to say about that?
Yeah, that's funny because it's like if you will look today,
and
them same folks that
still look the same way, doing the same thing,
doing the same thing they was doing when we was
So
no progress being made.
Yeah.
So sometimes you got to transition from the bad girl over to the good girl, because now you got to get your situation in order. You need some stability in your life.
So do we think that is always a phase? Like, do you think that do you think that before you get to the good girl, it's always a bad girl phase, or do you just think it's just like you're finding your way?
I think it's you finding your way, and finding who you are.
Your journey.
Okay. Absolutely.
It's your journey.
It's a phase, and
everybody has a journey to take, you know. Yeah. So it's gonna take for some good girls to feel like the bad guy dog for her to know that she's not gonna deal with that no more. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? It's a process for everybody.
Well, let me ask you guys. So I feel like that thrill phase lasts much longer for y'all than it do for us.
It does.
And I think that's because we always, as women, feel like time is not necessarily on our side. And not to mention you guys have
approaching
much more to pick from.
Yeah.
Our pickers is another topic.
That's another topic.
Yeah. So do you agree that you guys' phase lasts a lot longer than ours?
Yeah, our phase lasts a lot longer because, like, to be honest, I've had not necessarily like the good girl image, but I've dealt with some good women and good girls. But I didn't like move further with them because I was still looking for something else. I was still looking for something else. And again, it's not to take away from that, again, like that was a good girl or a good woman. She just wasn't for me.
At that time.
Yeah, she just wasn't for me. Like, I've had a situation where with a young lady, and I had to tell her, like, okay, we've been doing this for too long. I see that your feelings are way much more invested than mine are. I'm sorry, but I need to stop.
Because honorable.
Yeah, because if I don't stop, it's gonna continue.
Right, but that's that good guy in
there.
You don't even know how to be bad guy.
Yeah, but I didn't want to stop. You know,
you just did the right thing.
Yeah, I didn't want to stop.
You should have done.
Because people feelings, they get in people feelings. But I like the bad guys for way too long. That's what Marche said.
Yeah.
She said she like bad guys too long.
You too, Marche.
You like what you like.
Way too long.
You're never gonna not like what you like.
Yeah.
I mean, that's natural, you know.
Bow Wow, he did a interview again on the Breakfast Club. I'm always watching interviews. I'm always watching the Breakfast Club.
Right.
And Bow Wow was like, what he had to go through. Like, he realized that he was messing over good girls. Like, he had Angela Simmons. He had Sierra, and then he was like, what I realized was that, like, I like the girls in the strip club. Angela Simmons and Sierra are not in the strip club. Like, yes, they're fine. Yes, they're talented. Yes, they will make awesome wives.
It looks good on paper.
Yeah, but that's not what I like. And he preferred to go with the girl in the strip club.
But that's that being honest about who you are.
Yeah.
And knowing what you want.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Woody Allen made a movie If you guys aren't familiar, Woody Allen is a famous Jewish producer, movie writer, and actor, comedian. Um, he made a movie called Whatever Works, right? And in this movie, the storyline is basically how on paper this doctor is married to this lawyer, and they have this beautiful family.
Yeah, yeah.
And he wants to jump out of the window and commit suicide.
The lawyer, the guy that's in a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just too perfect.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Life is boring.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm trapped in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Only answer is to jump out of the window, kill myself. He jumps out of the window, doesn't die. He just breaks a leg. So now he's still here.
He's still studying
and he has a broken leg. So I think that's a good movie to reference, like regarding this subject. I don't want to go too deep off into it. Check it out. I think you guys will like it. It's entertaining.
It is. It's always ironic because we always see we always in our mind we always have like the person that will be the ideal wife or husband to us. Like we have that person. You know, we know how they gonna look. We know what they gonna do. We know how they gonna treat us. And as far as men, we still entertain the woman that is not all of that and that we know does not. Marche said she's seen that movie. Thank Marche, you in today. I really appreciate this. Marche has a blog too.
She has good taste.
Marche has a blog too called No Shade. I'll make sure I'll put that up, the link up for you to view that too. But so we have this image of who we want to be with and who's going to look like, you know, what they're going to look like. But we always, until we feel like we have found that person, we kind of mess over the people.
It's the process.
But it's the process. It's not right, though. It's not right. And it's not right.
You know what? Who are we to say that the process in their journey is not right?
Okay.
I feel like that everybody is walking a path that was designed for them.
Okay.
But I have to disagree. Your path should never involve hurting another person.
You know what?
Even though it happens, you go catch the casualties along the way. That's not right. That's not fair.
Okay.
I don't ever want my journey to involve hurting you, him, or anybody. That's my journey for me to walk, not to hurt anybody.
So then give somebody else. Elisa just said good girls finish last. So I don't believe that good girls finish last, and that ties into as far as like the journey and the path, because that good girl probably feel like if she got messed up, while the good guy, he hurt you. He hurt you, and while it's my path, this is my journey. Now I'm on the sideline, I'm pissed. You know, I'm ready to go out, F everybody, because you done messed up over me. While you trying to find yourself, I'm thinking you that person. And Lisa said that good girls finish last. I don't believe that good girls finish last. I think that being good boys finish last over good girls. I think good boys finish last because the conversation or the statement, oh, you just so good, but you too good of a good guy. Like you too perfect. Like you treat me well, you take me out, you know, you respect me, but
it's boring.
Yeah, it's boring.
It looks good on paper. It looks good on
paper.
Oh my God.
This is what my parents would be proud of this.
Yeah.
But for Christ's sakes, I'm bored.
Yeah.
Flip the table.
Right.
Let's turn this place up for a change.
And like, so I feel like that happens. I really feel like that happens more than the good girl getting done wrong.
I agree.
I do. Let's talk about it. Like, come on.
I agree with that, Mike. I see so many good girls finishing last. I want to say we because I'm a good girl now. But we don't even have nobody to pick from, Mike.
I mean, but
you know what? That's not necessarily true. This is what I tell a lot of my female friends or family members or whatnot. It's where y'all looking.
Mm-hmm.
And it's what, listen, if you put yourself around 5 rich people, you're bound to be the 6th one.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? If you put yourself around 5 baby mamas,
probably be the 6th one.
you understand what I'm saying?
My homegirl said, "Well, send one her way."
I was going wait, but yes, please send one. Just one.
You just gotta move different. You gotta move different. If you want different results, you gotta put in some different work.
And that's like a lot easier said than done. Because again, it goes to. But I like this. I like. I have my girl, my homegirl. She say, you know, I want him to treat me with a little respect, but I like that he from the east side of Detroit. I'm like, what does that mean? Because it's like he a little rough. You know, I want him to be a little rough with me. I can't
stimulate.
Yeah, you know, I can't. She said, I don't like the guy that has the, you know, the good job, not necessarily good job, but I don't like the clean cut guy that has, you know, on the right path because it's boring. And I was like,
it doesn't stimulate.
I'm done with that.
Listen,
I'm done coaching.
Naturally, like, look, whatever stimulates you,
that's what you would get to.
Listen, it's there already. You cannot run from that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's gonna be there. So you might as well embrace that.
You like what you like.
So you like what you like. That's never going anywhere. And the longer you fight, the only thing you're doing is suppressing the urge that's gonna like explode, and you're gonna have like a hangover movie in real life or something.
You're right.
You know, go home without a tooth.
You know, that's really touchy. It's like I think they both in class, but I wouldn't say that the man comes out. You know, I think that the women have.
You think the women have it worse?
I do.
Somebody else said that they said.
Like, you can go out here today. You're a good guy. You can go out here to literally today and meet 7 to 8 women. Not only, granted, 2 or 3 of them might be good girls. If I walk, I'm probably meet 2 of them, and one of them gonna be the rat.
So sad.
I'm not gonna meet no good man. None the rest of this week, man. It's not gonna happen.
But why?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta
even if you move different.
Man, listen, you put yourself in different
atmosphere. But y'all don't know because you guys are not women. Our selection is so, Lord.
Maybe you just gotta expand your horizon, step outside of your comfort zone,
and that too.
Try something different to get different results.
Yeah, we talked about that too.
Yeah.
This is some stuff I ain't doing.
Right. But then with some stuff that you're not doing,
then embrace what it is you got to do.
Right, bro. It
is what it is.
Give him a rag.
You like what you like.
Right. You won't have some get them that
rag. Be needing too much.
Yeah.
Whole nother episode.
Yeah.
Whole nother.
Bina said the selection is terrible, so she agreeing with you.
Terrible.
The selection is terrible.
Listen. I met my wife at Lucky's downtown.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Lucky's.
Yeah.
Like one of the trashiest, skankiest, hood radish. All of the negative aspects that a woman would have. Yeah. This is where you're gonna find it.
Yeah.
I met my wife there.
Yeah. I don't believe that saying though, like you can't find love in the club and all that. Because
I think you can.
Yeah, I think you can definitely.
But when you do, that just means that the universe was in line that night.
Right, because I feel like this. Again, like I'm heavily involved in the church. Let me say that. But I love a good turn up. You can catch me at Nikki's. You know, every other Saturday. you can catch me at Nikki's.
It's in a monthly expense.
Yes, absolutely. And then I'm at church tomorrow, the next Sunday, the next day. But what I'm saying is that you can't always judge just because you at the club and you meet someone that all of a sudden they're just expecting, for that one night thrill. Because that's not always the case. So
no, that's definitely not.
Yeah,
not even fair to anybody like that.
So when you are, like you say, looking for that person, it can be anywhere. You have to definitely broaden your horizons. I had another question. Oh, okay. So we talked about, we disagree, me and you, as far as good girls finish last or whatever. Do you believe that like the thoughts or the fast women, for my church folks who don't know what thoughts are, do you believe that they're winning? Because I got that post on one of my, I think it was on Instagram, and it was like, well, the thoughts are out here winning. That's how like
men like the thrill too.
These perceived girls believe that thoughts are winning.
Too.
Yeah.
The one who got the built body.
Yeah.
You know, the Build-A-Bears. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, I guess from where I'm sitting, I'm gonna say, yeah.
You believe
they
that?
married, they're taken.
Yeah.
But it's not necessary. That's just to say you got somebody, because it's the real quality of that relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's at a place too. Like, I'm not at no place. None of the women I'm around. We're not at this place where we just gotta have somebody just to say we got somebody.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you just gonna say, are they winning? Yes, because they all got somebody. It's the ones like me I can't get it.
He says the ones like me.
Like me, I am the good girl now. I graduated. It's a long time coming though. But ones like me, like Kendall say, you can't get a nigga if he came on your check. So I would say so.
It reminds me of so that reminds me again. I'm always quoting like movie terms or whatever like that. So remember on Players Club when Prophetess Ebony was like, was it Ebony? It's hoes like you to make it hard for women like me. You know, like, it was Diamond. Yeah. So Prophetess Diamond was like, you know, it's hoes like you to make it hard for women like me.
Read that.
Who we got?
Boss.
Okay, so this is another one of my good friends. Dottie, she said, good girls simply need to stop looking. Mm-hmm. The right one will come. We should work on improving ourselves and God will send him. Typically the person you're meant.
I agree.
Typically the person you are meant to be with might not be the one you thought. Mm-hmm. It would be. It's all about perspective. I would have never thought I'd be married to the person I'm married to. But I
can say that too.
But he was God's best for me. I didn't initially think he was best for me. I later found out, and I am still finding out, that he's God's best for me. I'm a thought for my husband. Come on, Dottie.
Hey. Come on, right. But I think I totally agree with Miss Dottie. And also I feel like at that point where you can embrace, that's like where I'm at now, where you can embrace that single part of your life and getting to know who you are and what you stand for and what you want as a woman, your wants and your needs. Yes, absolutely. Improve yourself, he will come. I totally agree with you, Miss Dottie. Totally.
Well, what about the women who are not spiritual like that? What about the women who's just like, I just want a good man? And I don't want to go too much into it because that'll take us somewhere else off topic. But it's some women who be like, baby girl, I got to get what I want. Like, you know, and that's the way that they sift through life. And some of them have found their husbands. Yeah. Like I've met a lot of women who like I've approached. Mm-hmm. I approached my husband or I approached my boyfriend, and they've been successful.
Go back to what Mo said about stepping out your comfort zone. I'm not there yet.
Listen, men can be flattered too.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know, if you just choose him out of anybody else and you just cut into him, I mean, he can't help but be, you know, look at something on the ground.
Right.
I did do some push-ups this morning.
Right.
All right, let's see what she's talking about. Right. You never know.
I believe when it comes to choosing, because I've been the guy that have been chosen by women. All of the women who have like sought me out, I wasn't that into them.
That's usually how
I was not that into them. I probably would not have even paid them any attention
had they not
approached me. But again, I will continue on with that, with playing whatever your good guy role that you need. You know, I'll continue to play it on because because for real, like to be all the way honest, I didn't want to stop what that person was bringing me. Whether it was physical or whether it was company, whether it was conversation.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Oh, okay. You don't see nothing wrong with you don't see nothing wrong with being whatever it is that person needs you to be, even if you're not interested.
We're all using each other in one way or another.
Even if you're not interested.
Even if you're not interested.
I think everybody's meant to be used. Nobody is meant to be misused.
Okay.
Exactly.
So I don't know. That's a tricky.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah. I mean,
who is anybody to say what makes you happy shouldn't make you happy?
Yeah.
That's for you. If that's what makes you happy, who am I to tell you to not do that?
But why would I allow? This goes back again to the term F boys. I heard the term. I heard a statement again. You know, just because we're in a situationship, you tell me, okay, well, I'm not looking for a relationship. I don't want that. But you buying me stuff. You taking me on trips. You treat me like your girlfriend. But you tell me that you don't want the title of a girl. You don't want to be in a relationship.
That's just so he can do what he want to do and still keep you right.
So the person, Amanda Seals, said that no, she said that's the worst type of an F boy. She said you're worse than the guy who go run up your credit, ask you for your car and your ride. You're worse than that guy.
Why would you be worse than
She said you're worse than that guy because you have played this role. Like that. You played this role that I wanted you to play, knowing well that this is not what you was looking for.
But you also knew that. So y'all both had agreed to continue with what was going on.
But see, that's what I'm at too. I don't do that. I sit, hey, Rabbit. That's why I say I'll tell you in a minute like this, and I'll play with my feelings. But I'm not gonna let you though. If you told me that women gotta stop ignoring the signs.
Yes.
And we gotta stop thinking we gonna love him into wanting him. Or we gonna sex him into wanting him. He told you that's not what he wanted. So that was at the point. That's when the point you should have said, you know what? Well, I'm out of this because I can't handle it. And that's me.
Okay.
Like, don't do me like that. I said that daddy all the time, get away from me because you hug me, we go together. Right. Don't do that to me. Don't kiss my forehead and then we back together. Don't do that. Yeah. So no, that was on her because you shouldn't have thought that you was gonna make him into what you wanted to be, or you thought that you was gonna make this situation more. He told you.
Yeah, you tried to swindle
him.
I
like that guy.
Okay. Now you mad.
Yeah,
right.
That guy.
You thought you was gonna sex him and love him into. But I like that guy that's gonna be honest with me to say, you know what, Aisha, that's not what I want. So give me that option to whether I'm gonna keep going forward or not. But that comes with that self-control.
Yeah,
it took me a minute to get here.
Because every woman is not like that.
It took me a long time.
Every woman can say.
Too much.
every woman can say, you know, I want you to be honest with me, and then the guy be honest with them, and then they still don't accept it. So that's rare because that doesn't happen.
No, it's not. But it takes. You know why I got there? Getting my feelings hurt and hurting people's feelings.
Okay. It was a part of the journey.
Yeah.
So listen.
But I'm not that. That's where I'm at.
Fellas,
I don't want to hurt nobody.
If that's where you stand, that's how you feel. Ain't nothing wrong with feeling like that.
Yeah.
Live your best life.
Yeah.
And if some people just get hurt along the way, it just was meant for that's just how the cards is meant to lay. As long as you're not intentionally being dubious and intentionally trying to harm someone physically or emotionally, if the way the cards lay just so happens to had not been favorable for the lady, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, but that's not
Can't nobody take your happiness away.
I think a lot of the things that as women we go through,
that's not.
Right. We kind of bring it on ourselves. And I know the ladies probably not going to agree with me. I just think that as women we do bring a lot of that on ourselves. Stop ignoring the sign. Sign to hit you all in the head. You still acting like, you know. And that was a lesson that I had to learn too. You know, and that's how I'm able to say that now. Like, stop ignoring the signs because they let us know.
Yeah. And even if the guy doesn't let you know, you see them. You know, you see them more so than even if they're not telling you. So let's get back to this good girl. Good girl gets the ring. Bad boys get all the love. I want to tackle more onto as far as I said, like the good guys, again, they get the stigma that I'm too not. They get the statement where he's too nice. How are men when you say like the slimming is different? Like I would say that would force what is considered the good guy to be out here dogging girls, because when I was nice, when I was respectful, when I was a gentleman, I was too nice. So now I'm about to go here and I'm about to be a dog. So now your pickers are really slim because you done ran me away. Like what lesson does that teach the good guy? You know, like what? Because we know as far as good women, we're precious and we're delicate. What is considered a good woman? But a good guy, I think that good guys are frowned upon. I think what you consider good guys are frowned upon.
They overlook.
Yeah, they're overlooked. Okay.
I just don't do it for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is what it is. You like what you like. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like a lot of what you like comes from like your upbringing, what influences you had in your life, and you know all of that. I feel like plays a large role into whatever we are attracted to. I can't say exactly how, but I feel like it does. But it's like now that you're there, it's like, what do you do now? Now you have to basically change who you are in order to try something different.
I think that what we're attracted to changes as we go through these different phases in our life and figure out who we are. Because the things we may have thought was acceptable, 7 8 years ago, I wouldn't dare today.
Absolutely.
So,
or things that I've said that I would never do for someone, I find myself doing.
Absolutely.
I find myself doing.
I think that, as we grow and come into whoever we're going to be, who you like and what you like and all that stuff.
Well, eventually,
right. But you gotta know who you are to know what you want.
Absolutely.
That's where it started, in my opinion. You have, and that's where I'm at too.
I don't. Well, I want to say I don't, but I agree. Dottie said that she liked this gentleman. She likes you, Mo.
Thank you.
Dottie's good people.
Thank you.
I believe that as far as like when, again, the good girl image or the bad boy image, I do feel like all of that can be molded into that person for you, but it can become like a slap in the face to the person who's been with you. You think of like I heard this example, Lamar Odom and Khloe Kardashian. Lamar was with this woman. He had all these kids with her, but he ain't married her. He got with Khloe Kardashian within the first couple months. He married her.
Right.
Married her.
Well,
and it's like
she had that special something that the other woman didn't have.
What is that though? Because
it varies. It varies.
Could be anything.
Yeah, because it's not always about sex.
No, it could have been her social status. It could have been her.
Yeah.
That nurturing side that I think we saw in that couple.
Because everybody was Team Khloe and Lamar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like nursing him.
Yeah. Everybody was Team Khloe and Lamar.
I think that got.
But he also ended up in a
bunny ranch.
Ooh,
yeah, he did.
And on a dark downward spiral.
Yeah.
Right.
So
and she was there. Khloe was there.
And they have to portray a certain image.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what's really going on right there? We don't
always know.
Ooh,
right.
That might be something dark, scandal type stuff.
Yeah. We don't always know. We always have our perception of, again, what is a good person. And I don't believe that there is a definition of a good girl or I do believe that there's a definition of a bad boy. But as far as a good girl or a good guy, I just believe that everyone has those qualities.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that everyone can be a good girl. I believe that everyone can be a great guy or a good guy. And it just depends on that person who brings that out of you. Like I definitely feel that I feel like I'm again, a stand-up guy, but the person who I'm with now have like made me so much better. Have made me so much better because of how she adds to my life. Now again, if she would have found me,
you wasn't ready.
Yeah, if she would have found me like 3
That's
3
how I
years
feel like,
ago. Yeah.
I think that I'm getting ready for whoever's supposed to come.
Okay.
And because I wasn't. That's just me being honest about me. I wasn't ready at all, like in no type of way.
So that good guy, like you said, that good guy would have even came to you. You probably would have dismissed him.
him anyway.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
But now I know. I know what my role and who I am and what I'm supposed to be doing and what I shouldn't be doing. Yeah, absolutely. And
then too, that is tailored around your mate because, like I said before, Gucci wife, I can't remember her name, Keyor. She wouldn't be appeasing to me. Now she looks good, but for somebody like me, that doesn't get it. For Gucci, that fits him. So for what we perceive again as that good guy or that good girl, it still just may not fit you.
Right.
You know, it may not fit you, and you have to understand that it's okay. Like your person will come.
Yeah.
You know, whoever it is, the person will come.
Okay with yourself.
And I'm kind of like winding it down because if y'all haven't noticed, we've been on here for like almost an hour. Now, it doesn't even sound like it because the dialogue has been great.
I want to address what my sister said.
Okay, go ahead.
That's my biggest fear, investing all my time for him to give his all to me. Ooh, sister.
Okay, read that a little bit louder so that you can hear.
Tape, baby girl.
Read it again.
That's my biggest fear, investing all my time for him to give his all to the next woman.
You were an angel that was sent to that man for him to become the man that he is. You served your purpose in his life.
She don't want to hear that, though.
Come on, Mo.
She don't want to hear that.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Listen, everybody's journey is different.
But
and
everybody's not going to make it the whole way.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
But it's that hole. That's that hole that you don't want to let that other woman win because you was here. I held that for so many years. You know what?
I remember. Oh, I remember.
And in the end, we can't do it.
Yeah.
But who I am now is no way I could be with that man, and you know how long he had.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's the chance we all take. But in the end, you be like, I don't want her to win. I've been here all this time, but it'd be like a burden off you.
Right. It don't feel like it. Yeah.
To be
it don't feel like that in the beginning.
Right. It don't feel like that in the beginning. But I don't know. That's another topic we got to talk about, Mike. Them soul ties, and when somebody got a hold on you, how you break it?
Yeah.
Listen,
I can't do.
Take a while.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
You know?
But if you stop picking at them, they'll heal. And that was my problem.
You know?
That was my problem.
I like that.
If you stop picking at it, you're going to heal. You're going to be all right.
I like
You
that.
always feel like you ain't going to make it.
Right.
And then you make it.
Yeah.
All right.
But you can't hold that because that held me in the same place for so long.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, we're going to get the friction out.
Yeah, it did.
That held me in the same spot for so long.
Well, I'm going to read a couple of the comments so that we can address them.
Yeah.
So if I scroll back up to the top, y'all coming in. I really appreciate this. I always tell y'all this though, but I really appreciate y'all supporting me. I appreciate all of the calls. I appreciate all of the texts, all of the topic suggestions and everything, because that means that you believe in me to deliver the topic. So I do really appreciate y'all for all of that. Let me see. I have to always try to figure out what was being said at the time. So someone said it's 2018. Images have changed. Good girls are overlooked. No one wants a good girl anymore. I don't believe that.
So I'll say this. I'll say that they're probably not as looked at.
Yeah.
In 2018.
Yeah.
I mean, because we got Instagram,
absolutely.
We got all of these different ways of living now.
Yeah.
You know, life.
And man, we go directly off our eyes first.
Yeah. You know, so when you can just scroll and look at soft porn all day on
right.
Instagram, it's like, oh man, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
You know, depending on the situation, but life is different now. So
I wouldn't say that they don't want them. They want them, but they don't want to get cheated on. And I don't know. Good girls don't get treated right. That
okay, so
good girls don't get treated right.
So
they
when you just said that,
they don't get treated right.
So the same person said men wanted good girls to be patient while they continue to chase hoes.
Yes.
Then they want to come back to the good girl after they have damaged her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I agree. I agree. I don't want to, but I agree.
Until a man finds himself, he gonna ruin every woman he come across, and that's very true.
Yeah,
it's the process.
Yeah,
it is, but don't ruin me.
But it's that someone
God put me in your life to put you through this.
Bye, Mo. Bye.
You know. So now, when you go to the next gentleman, you won't go through this anymore. So and the church said, "Amen."
Amen. I
think that's what it is. They want the good woman, but they want her to sit tight.
Just
a little while. Find himself.
Yeah.
But don't want her to get away. That's why you always see he done messed up with her. Now she gone, and he trying every stop in the book to go back and get her. But you
don't
get
up and just throw away what we had just like that.
Right.
I was just
girls.
I was gonna get right back.
No.
Right, and be one back too. Be one back.
That's what I want us women to do. I want us women to find our way, and that's my prayer for us. To know who we are as women, to stand firm on it, to respect and love ourselves enough to know what we will and will not deal with.
Yeah. And that's really hard for a lot of women.
That's my prayer for everyone.
Because they settle.
And it puts you in a dark place, and that's why
a lack of structure in their life to show them what it is that they should be getting. You know, so that's why it's important for us as black men to be in our daughters' lives. You know what I'm saying? To make sure they know what's up.
Absolutely.
Because otherwise they lost.
Yes.
You know?
And breaking down models, because even if you don't, that's what I was telling you earlier about. I want Mike to do the show, and I hope all you ladies join on the importance of womanhood and sisterhood and those relationships with other women. Because we need to build ourselves back up. That's my biggest prayer for women. Let's help each other find our way to know who we are and what we can take.
Absolutely.
And what we will take and won't take anymore.
But the real men in the community need to be a part of that process to help guide y'all.
Absolutely.
You know,
the black man has to get his power
we
back.
can tell you, hey, look, Tyrone.
Nah,
you don't want Tyrone. Tyrone gonna do you bad.
Right.
You know? But,
and I've told like some of my, like as far as like cousins and my nieces that look at some of my friends and be like, you know, well, what's up with him? No, you don't want him.
Yeah.
And that could be my homeboy.
Right.
So we can help save y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You all can help save us from heartbreak, but we gotta save ourselves from the heartbreak. I think when we as women we gotta do better.
Yes.
We gotta do better.
Agreed.
We have to. But the black man has
starts
to come
with
back
the person in the mirror.
He has to come back and get his woman. He has to. The black man gotta take his power back.
Marche.
I'm with that.
Marche, when I was talking about like the club, she said, "Well, are the good guys in the club asking for friends?" You can find you a good guy in the club, Marche. You can find you a good guy in the club. I'm quite sure you can.
Yeah.
Let me see. Marche, she also said she approached men. She don't stay with the standard. Your personality, though, Marche, is for that. Yeah. But that's not every woman's personality.
I would like to do that. I don't know. Sometimes I'm shy. I think I'm fake shy.
Yeah, because your confidence is through the roof. So like for you not to approach,
I don't know, because I don't never see nobody approach you. Birthday, I'm going. Shit, I want to see who you see. I can't see a nigga yet. I want to see you. Them niggas be looking my way. I be looking at the floor. Don't even look up here. I'm going Marche. Wherever you going, I'm going.
Damn. Brothers, we got to get it together. I mean, I see a lot of women in the comments like picking to slim.
I know
what's really going on.
Bree agreed with you each. One of my good friends, Bree, she said, "I do agree. We bring a lot of stuff on ourselves."
Yes,
absolutely.
I think women got to get over there. I don't know how to be by myself. But
yeah.
That's what takes us back to. And I'm gonna say this real quick. That's what takes us back to when you meet a woman that know how to be on her own and know how to take care of herself and all of that, she automatically come off as the bad girl. And that's not even the case.
Yeah.
It's just that we probably already been through all that BS. And we at a place now where no, you can't come over here with that.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at. So I could come off as being chill, and that's not even the case. I just been you.
Yeah.
And you gonna get that one man in your life, every woman that's gonna run a circle around you. And when I tell you, you ring. I be looking at a nigga now like, get away from me, ain't gonna put that evil on me.
Right.
But it took me so much heartache and heartbreak to get here.
Yeah.
So no, it's not. I'm not. No.
Yeah.
Then you come off as that bad girl, and it's not even that.
Monique said, "Us women accept more than a man will ever take." I agree.
And that's the whole. I gotta have somebody. I don't know when women lost their way where you just feel like you gotta have somebody.
Yep.
And then he giving you hell just to say you got somebody.
Yep.
No, man, that's why I say we gotta rally around each other.
Yep, I agree. Because like as far as cheating, it's hard for a man to take it back a cheating woman.
But we'll take y'all back 17 times.
Yep.
Men cheat for different reasons than women cheat. And we are aware of that. That's why it's hard.
And that's a different topic, but
I agree with you, though.
Yeah, I agree. But you got some women out here too who are just busted open as well.
They make it so easy.
Well, you shouldn't have been so emotionally attached to that one. You knew better, little Bobby. You knew better. You knew what she was when you got in the situation. How easy was it for you, Bobby? Come on now.
Oh, Rasha, you in Dallas?
Yeah, she said she in Dallas. She said, come.
Absolutely. Because I need to see what you see.
Yeah. Somebody said great prayer.
Take that.
Great prayer that you said.
My prayer for the women. Absolutely.
Great prayer. So we have been on here for over an hour now. I was really, really, really excited about doing this topic.
Yes.
I was really excited about having you guys here.
Pleasure was
Mike better call me back.
I will. All my co-hosts that I have, like every time I come up with another topic, I'll always keep them in mind. I don't want it to always be like the same people though, so I mix them up or whatever. But y'all will definitely be back. Y'all will definitely be back. First of all, I don't have a co-host that I've had that will not be back. So let me say that too. We want to wrap this up. I always like to end up with just a wrap up as far as like if you have something that you want to say to close out the topic. Something that you want to leave the people with, something that you've learned as it relates to this topic. Anybody want to say anything?
Women. I think that as we go through these different phases of being good girls and bad girls and finding our way, and we just got to work on being better women, period. And at the moment that you can, embrace womanhood and come through and better yourself, and your man coming, he coming. And that's not even a spiritual thing. You gonna get aligned with who you're supposed to be with, but just know who you are as a woman, and be specific in who you want. Be specific and stand on it. Don't keep going for all of this disrespect and this. Just stand on who you are as a woman. I think we're gonna all get through.
Yeah.
Good girls, bad girls.
Absolutely.
Because at some point we've all been good girls and bad girls.
Yeah. And somebody wants that bad girl too.
Absolutely.
For real. To be honest, somebody wants that bad girl.
I think we all gonna come through.
One thing I would like to say is women understand that y'all really got the power. Y'all set the standard.
Absolutely.
Y'all set the standard because everything that a man do, he do it for a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Yep.
Everything he does is for a woman. So if the woman is demanding a certain whatever, that man is going to provide that certain whatever because you have the power.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Understand?
Yes. Absolutely.
What are we gonna do without that? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
We're gonna kill everything on the planet.
But that's women and men. We have to get back to valuing relationships and respecting our mates and putting that power back into relationships. And I don't know. That's just something that I'm kind of.
Y'all set the standard. So whatever it is that you want, demand that he gonna come with it.
Yeah.
And if he don't, then it's time for him to go.
On to the next.
Yeah.
That wasn't the one.
On to the next. Yeah.
You don't want to act right. Hey, you afraid will.
I'm all for women being strong and understanding who they are, man.
Me too.
I feel like it's a beautiful thing for people to come into who they are. It's like watching a flower blossom.
It is.
Absolutely. And that goes for men and women. Absolutely.
Yes. So I'll give you my closing remarks. As far as, again, the topic, good girl gets the ring, bad boy gets all the love. Each person, as we've been saying before, each person, you will get what's yours. Whether you fall in the good girl, good boy, bag or not, the person that you want, and the person that I believe that where you are kind of like dictates some of your mates as well. So if you're in a messed up situation and you're trying to get into a relationship, you will get that messed up guy. Absolutely. You will get that bad guy.
That's why I say, it's you.
Yeah, so it depends on definitely like the space that you're in. You get yourself straight first. You become content with being with yourself. As far as women realizing that you have the power, because we gonna come. You see some of the finest women with some of the ugliest men because of we're going to be there. Mm-hmm. And women, y'all can, just like men can get anybody, y'all can get anybody that y'all want as well. But it's just the selection has to be right. Mm-hmm. The process has to be right for you to get that person that you want. So we are going to close, and again, before we close, I always, besides you with your final thoughts, if you have anything that's coming up that you want to say, or anything that you're a part of, or anything that you're about to start, any special projects, you can go ahead and say those. Anything?
Oh, no, man, nothing that I care to broadcast.
Okay.
No.
Okay, me and Mo will be in some kind of like production coming soon. You'll see
Stay
Mo.
tuned.
Yeah, you'll see Mo. We'll be interacting. Right. We'll be interacting on some different things. But again, this is your favorite family member, Uncle Mike. I appreciate you all for watching today. If no one has told you that they love you, always remember that Uncle Mike loves you. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
All right, I'll end the video.